Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we'll take a look at a unique center that is helping women-owned businesses across the state of Texas thrive. That's ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home. We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network. We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. Well, I remember when I started my company in my home in 2008, I sure could have used a mentor or two because I was kind of making it up as I went along, and I made some mistakes, hopefully not too expensive mistakes, but mistakes can put a small-owned business out of business. To talk about that today is Tracy Irby. She is the director of TWU's Center for Women Entrepreneurs. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, great. Happy to be here. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, it is a struggle for businesses and for women-owned businesses. It's a challenge, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. There are not as many resources for women. They don't get funded as much, so it's typically more difficult for them to start a business.
Let's talk about the history. How did your center start?
Oh, okay. We were funded in 2015 by the state legislature just to help promote women entrepreneurs anywhere in the state of Texas. And they thought, what better place than Texas Women's University? Although you don't have to be affiliated with the university to take advantage of our services. We're part of the larger Jane Nelson Institute for Women's Leadership. Under that is our center, a Center for Women in Politics and Public Policy, and a Center for Student Leadership.
And you have just announced a new grant program, is that right?
Oh, yes. We pre-announced our Start Her grant. We're giving away 25 $5,000 grants to women-owned businesses in Texas.
Okay, how does it work? Do people go on your website and apply?
Yes, we have an application, online application that they'll be able to go on the 22nd of this month, and they fill out the application. They have to prove that they are woman-owned, which is 51% or more. It has to be documented. Go through that. And last year, at the last minute, we thought, oh, maybe we'll make 200. We had 120 at the end on closing day. At 5 p.m., we had 320 applications.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. Congratulations. Well, what's one of your favorite stories since you joined the center?
Oh, wow. There's so many good stories. There's so many different types of businesses that we deal with. But one I'm really proud of was a client that we had. It was a counselor, grief, family support. And then COVID came. So for so many people, they had to transition right away. She couldn't see clients anymore. So she ended up going online, doing Facebook Live and other things, and her business just grew phenomenally during COVID.
Outstanding. We've got some pictures we're going to put on the screen, and as we're putting these pictures up, why don't you just describe what we're seeing?
Okay, great. Oh, this is at one of our Women Rise. So this is our staff. Kimberly Nielsen's our statewide program manager. Donna Lisa over on the other side is our program director. And we let people take their pictures and have fun at the end.
Love it. And you do Women Rise every single month, is that
Yes,
right?
we do that the second Tuesday of every month.
Outstanding. And what are we looking at here?
That's the whole group
Cool.
in that picture.
And let's go to the next one.
And of course, some of the people that come, they get their pictures done as well.
And you don't have to be a student. You don't have to like enroll in TWU to take part in this.
No, as we're funded for all of Texas, a lot of what we do is more external than internal. So we go to a lot of events and reach women.
Let's talk
across
about
there.
why it's important, because so many businesses do fail. I mean, they start up, we see them, some people are rolling the dice, they're using their entire life savings and they're putting it into something. You really should turn to people who've run businesses before and are successful.
Yeah, absolutely. So everyone that works for a center has been an entrepreneur. So we really know what it's like to be up at 2 in the morning or doing more search engine optimization or whatever it is we have to do. Just there's no guidebook, so it's always great if you can take advantage of the free resources that are out there, because entrepreneurship can be very lonely. A lot of women are have lifestyle type businesses, so they're very isolated. So it's great for them to come out and get small business advising, come to these events and network with other women, because with that is so empowering. You learn from each other, and then you feel like you're not doing it all by yourself.
I love that. You lift as you climb. And so many women I know in the workforce right now are they have to work remote. They've got kids. So an option like this is so important, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. So all of our events are now virtual as well as in person. We will always have that virtual component. So during COVID, we realized how many women we are reaching. We are funded for all of Texas, so this is a better way to reach women that aren't in the area, but we've also reached women in Malaysia, Philippines, Switzerland, Wales. So we're really excited how many we're reaching.
And you do have a presence all over the state of Texas, is that right?
Yes, we are growing even more right now. We've started in Denton. We had the Accelerate Her program. It's an incubator style program for 15 weeks where we get early startups in, and we go through the different phases and classes for entrepreneurs. It's not always the one you may want. Everyone's always interested in marketing, but we have to go through finances and legal, insurance, things that are really important for them to know. So we did that. We duplicated it at the Slate Dallas. Those applications are open right now. We just started one in Houston. Those applications open this week, and we have gotten an RFP for Abilene, so our next one's going to be in Abilene.
That's really exciting, and I can tell from the smile on your face, it's really rewarding to you, isn't it, to help women?
Oh, it's amazing, and many times in these programs too, we feel like they're our children when they get to the end and graduate, and you see how far they've come, how much they've learned about their business themselves. And the great part is what they do together in the cohort. You see women supporting women, they're bringing their ideas to each other, and they just work better when they're all together.
Absolutely. I was so impressed with your YouTube channel. We're going to put this up on the screen and slowly scroll down. You have so much nourishment there. I mean, somebody could go to your YouTube channel and just spend days and days and days watching this. It is important to keep a lot of content out there, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And there's so many different areas of business, that we probably haven't even reached yet or talked about. So it's great to have this library where people can go in on demand, or, when it's convenient for them, or I want to start a business. What do I need to know? And that they can find so many of those resources right there.
And I believe when I was looking at your website, you have special programs for women veterans?
Yes, we have the Veteran Woman Grant. This year we did our second grant offering for them, and that's an exciting program because we then bring in veteran organizations to do the classes for them. So we had the Veteran Entrepreneur Center, we had Texas Veterans Commission, the Veteran Business Outreach Center. So they are learning from other veterans, and so we're real happy to have that grant program.
I think that you have such a cool program, and I encourage all my viewers to check out their programs and tell everybody how they can get involved. What's the website?
Okay, the easiest way is twu.edu with the /CWE to find us there.
And people can plug in at any time. It's not like a semester that they missed the deadline.
Oh, no, because
Okay.
we have things going on all the time. We're getting ready to do free QuickBooks classes for women and entrepreneurs as well. So there's always new things up and coming.
Outstanding. You've been a great guest. We're going to end with that website one more time, TWU /CWE. Thanks for coming on the show.
You bet. Thank you.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.